I'm a big believer that you got to believe things and you got to talk about things and you got to dream about things for them to come to fruition.
Texas, and guard from Little Rock, Arkansas, Peyton Farquhar and Jalen Franklin.
First time I met you was when we came in the summer. Came in a big white truck. I'm like, who is this guy? With loud pipes and everything. Right. Came in with his family. I didn't think we was gonna be like that close like then, but when we started hanging out with each other all the time, and then they put us together and roommates when we was on trips, and it just came like a brotherhood to me, and I just love you for that, bro.
Freshman year coming in, man, you were wild. Dude, 4th of July, you popped off an artillery shell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You got me in trouble because she came to my room.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. You kind of mellowed out since then. But yeah, I just come from a small town, and you come from a big town. I really didn't think we'd mesh the way we did, but man, God works in mysterious ways, and 2 different backgrounds, 2 different areas in the world, man, we clicked really well. Man, dude, your opportunities overseas is like phenomenal, man. You're the most talented dude I've ever played with. I mean, just jump out the gym, just getting everybody involved, facilitating the way you do. It's really, really cool just to sit back and watch, and even just to get out there and play with you, man. It was truly amazing. I chose to be your roommate. Hal was pretty disgusting. I beat you every time in pig and the little goal.
Hey, man, you beat me every time.
Okay, 1 time out of
No.
2 times out of Hey, how many rings do we have in basketball together?
1.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bye.
At guard, a junior from Wichita, Kansas, number 5, Peyton Ricks.
I came in proclaiming to be a Christian. I claimed to know God, but I didn't. My sophomore year, I was preached the gospel. So it was taught to me at FCA. After that, I just had the desire to know more, and I was on fire for Jesus. And I started to learn how to read the Bible, and I started reading it every day, wanting to know more. People think that, living as a Christian is easy, but it's truly not. Every day to pick up your cross and deny yourself and to live for something that's bigger than you. And so to put away my pride obviously is the biggest thing, because I'm naturally prideful. This university has given me the tools to grow in my faith. Obviously I played more loose this year. I'm on the court, and that's because I was no longer playing for myself. I was playing for something bigger than me. I was glorifying the Lord Jesus, and so win or lose, I was content with who I am, because my identity is not in my sport anymore. I have a coaching staff that does believe in God. Coach Golding he's different, and we're very blessed to play for a coach like him that has Christian values, that lives by that, and truly is not afraid to gather the team up and pray. Like, that was the biggest thing for me coming in, was like, okay, this isn't normal. When I go talk to him in the office, it's not about basketball first. It's about my well-being first, and my family back home, and how are you doing off the court before we even talk about on the court. Just to know that he genuinely cares for me as a man instead of just a basketball player, I respect him so much for that, and I truly don't know how many coaches are out there like him. I don't know where I would be without this team. I would say if you want to be a part of a brotherhood, this is the place to go.
We ain't done yet, boys.
Going out there, we're hooping.
At forward, a senior from Orlando, Florida, number 1, Jaron Lewis.
After my freshman year, I really did think about leaving a lot. It was just something that was on my mind. A lot of people talking to me, telling me different things. I really did come close to leaving. Talked about it a lot with some close friends and family. And then at that point, it really became personal in a way that I wanted to show them, prove people that I could be successful here, that we could be successful here as a team. When we were in Katy and when we won, it was almost unreal, just because it was just everything we had worked so hard for. That was the biggest goal of ours for really since I was getting recruited here. But when we won, it was just the greatest feeling in the world, just celebrating on the court, the confetti falling, seeing the trophy. It was just great, just knowing everything we put in, all the hard work, all the decisions we made, just paid off in the end. It just felt unreal.
The head coach of the Wildcats in his 8th year at his alma mater, Joe Golding.
You know, my job as being the head basketball coach was to get us to this point. That's my job. That's what I did. You know, I have an incredible group of players that believed in a vision and dream, and we're here, and I want them to enjoy the ride.
If it wasn't for you, we would never be here. You know that. You believe. No one believes, man. You believe.
Coach, when I was here, the basketball team was not good. Walk with me through the journey, because this is sitting here with us now.
Yeah.
And
wow.
That's anybody who's been part of ACU Nation is shocked by this.
Yeah, you know, Jordan, it's been an amazing ride. You know, when I got the job, all I wanted to do was bring ACU basketball back. You know, I was fortunate enough as a player to play on 2 winning seasons and 2 really good teams back when I went to school here. We started off as a Division II team my first 2 years here, and then we made the bold move. Dr. Schubert and the board decided to go Division I. So at that point in time, it became a vision, you know. And I'm a big believer that you got to believe things, and you got to talk about things, and you got to dream about things for them to come to fruition. And so we just started talking about it, you know, and people around here thought we were crazy, and you probably thought we were crazy, you know. And if you'd have heard us speak at different deals, because we said we're going to go to the NCAA tournament, you know, that's where we're going to go. ACU deserves to be on that, and that's what we're going to get. And when you make a bold move to go Division I at this level, the NCAA tournament is the ultimate prize. You know, it's been an incredible ride. It's challenging. The toughest thing I've ever done in my life. It was this transition. There were a lot of peaks and valleys, a lot more valleys than peaks early on. But I think you could see as we were moving forward in this that we were moving in the right direction. And obviously we're able to sit here. And I look at that with you. You know, I believed we were going to have this. The best day of my life, Jordan. No, it was when I got married and had my kids. But right up there was bringing this trophy back into chapel on Monday. This place was packed, and we brought the trophy back in, and we left it here for the students to take a picture, because I wanted this for the students. You know, I wanted this for Abilene Christian, and that was a very proud moment for me.
You know, talking about ACU getting on the bigger stage, Good Morning America. Was it Good Morning America?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, Today Show or something. You had Scott Van Pelt offering you to buy.
Who's that? Who's Scott Van Pelt? Yeah, this is it, man. This is the first time I brought it, man. I brought it out, man. I still have it.
So unfortunately, I ripped my pants. We got one suit place in town. That's it. One suit place. They couldn't get it. They couldn't get it done. I had 2 suits when the year started. I left one in the airport. True story. I'm coaching tomorrow in my baby blue suit, and I'm gonna have a hole in my butt, man. So
you know, it's funny is you're a basketball coach, and you work your whole life to be respected as a basketball coach and to be appreciated as a basketball coach, and then you make it to the biggest stage in college basketball. Now you're known as the guy with his hole in the pants, you know. So it is what it is. But you know, it gave us a great platform to sell our university, and that's what I'm most proud of.
You had an amazing season that led up to this tournament. You do it. You win this trophy. What's that like for you? This was the pinnacle.
It's a final from Katy. ACU 77, New Orleans 60.
You know, I remember hugging Coach Tanner where I ripped my suit pants, and I remember slapping him on his bald head a bunch, because Coach Tanner and I have been through a lot. He's been through this whole thing with me. He's stuck by my side, and we're basically co-head coaches. You know, he's done a lot with me, and so I remember that. I remember going through the handshake line and hugging my wife and embracing her, and we all know in coaching, you better have a good wife. You know, she sacrificed a ton along with my kids for me to chase this dream and for that night to happen. And then honestly, Jordan, I don't remember anything else, man. I don't. It was like I sat back, a cool moment when Farquhar hit the 3 in the corner that basically it was over. I think there was a minute and a half left, but it was over at that point. I remember, you know, New Orleans called timeout, and I remember stepping out and looking up in the stands, and just like, this was the vision. You know, the whole arena was purple.
You're there, and you know, you walk out on the court and you're about to play Kentucky.
Yeah.
What's that like?
I didn't really want to walk out there. We couldn't have got a better draw off the floor. I mean, you're talking about the baddest of the bad boys, you know, Kentucky, the bluest of blue bloods, man, the University of Kentucky, man, Hall of Fame coach, NBA players, one of the most historic, if not the most historic program in the country.
Abilene, I don't know that much about, but if they're in, my guess is they shoot threes, which means that if they make 20, we lose in the first round.
And what I knew is everybody was going to be talking about Kentucky. I also knew we had the primetime game on CBS Sports that night because we're playing the University of Kentucky. And I knew for that week, Jordan, every time people were going to mention the University of Kentucky, they were going to mention little old Abilene Christian, you know, and we were going to get a ton of publicity for our university, and that's what we wanted. You know, we wanted to be able to share our story of our university, our basketball program on a national platform, and you can't ask for any better opportunity. The problem with that is you got to play Kentucky on the floor, and that's the worst draw that we could have gotten, you know. For this to happen so early, we believed it, but now it's happened, and now we have to continue to build on this, and I think it's hopefully something that we can continue to have success and make Abilene Christian and alumni like you something to be proud of.
We are proud.
I appreciate it, man. I'm so really proud of you, and we're proud of all our alumni, so thanks for coming down and sharing the story.
Absolutely.